All right, so here I am. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Ruger American Rifle. I have some footage that I took at the range where I shot a rifle that I used to have, which was a Ruger Compact in 308. I did sell that rifle to fund another project, but I wanted to go ahead and use some of that footage and tell you a little bit about the Ruger American Rifle. Here is the Ruger American website. The rifle that I had in the 308 was a compact version. It was the 308, which had the 18-inch barrel. It was pretty light. This says that it was 6 pounds. I believe it. It was 6 pounds. I had a Vortex Crossfire 2 scope on it, 2x7, which was also a nice light scope. It was a very compact package, very good for brush, walking around, easy to point and aim and shoot quickly. I simply did not like shooting it because it was so light with the 308 cartridge. That's why I got rid of it. But I will say this. This says that the trigger is very crisp. I did like the trigger. Was a very good trigger. These Ruger American rifles, this is the first generation. This is the generation that I had. I do like the Tang safeties. The bolt was a little rough, but after using it quite a bit, it got a little bit better. Wasn't the greatest. What I will say is that it is a very compact package and it is a very accurate package. It shoots really good for being what I would consider entry-level rifle, especially with a Vortex scope on there, which the Crossfire is a lower cost optic mounted right on top here. You'll see it in the footage that I have at the range. You also see that the recoil is, in my mind, substantial. I know some people are going to get on here and say, oh, get in the weight room. 308's not a big deal. It's not. Normally, I still have several 308 rifles. They do weigh a bit more than this. So all fitted out, this was probably 7.5 pounds at most. So that is still pretty light. The other 308 rifles that I have that I will shoot and continue to shoot more often are heavier, but I have decided to move down to shoot 6.5 Creedmoor. I really liked my 250 Savage, what it could do for me. I was looking for something similar to that, similar in recoil, which was less than the 308. I tried out a 6.5 Creedmoor. I know I'm late to the bandwagon, but it's a great caliber. I believe that it can do anything that the 308 can do. I will show you a rifle that I have in 6.5 Creedmoor in another video, but just to let you know why I don't have this rifle anymore. I will say this is an excellent rifle for starting someone out that has never hunted before. I would recommend actually getting a different caliber though. I would go back and I would you can get a 6.5 Creedmoor in this, which is a great caliber. I think it shoots great. But for a new shooter, especially with this lightweight package, I would go all the way down to a 243. I've shot many 243s when I was growing up. I don't have any now, but it's a great caliber. I think it's probably one of the best calibers to start out young kids on if you live in a state that requires at least a 243 or 6mm caliber in order to hunt deer or any other game. 6.5 Creedmoor is a good cartridge. You could go with that, but it is going to be a little bit longer barrel. If you want the same compact package that the 308 that you will see in the video, I would recommend going with the 243 in this Ruger American Compact. Like I said, great rifle. Let's go ahead and go to the range and let you see how it shoots. So we talked about the Ruger American a little bit. So now we're going to shoot it a little bit. See how it shoots.
All right, first one on steel, see if we're on. Woo! Had to run back to the truck, get my ears here, and we'll be ready to go. Woo! Yeah, my old age, I'm getting to where I don't like that kick too much. This is a pretty light rifle. I can't tell where we're grouping down there. I'm just gonna shoot. Oh, what do we got? Say 5. See if I can get a better picture in just a second. Ouch. It's a lot easier to shoot standing than on a bench. I think I'm flinching a little bit just because I'm not a big fan of shooting this. Let's go ahead and shoot 5 more. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's shoot 10. I think I remember sighting this in a little high at 100 yards. That's about 96 out there. I can't really tell where it's grouping. If it's not grouping very well, it's because I'm flinching. I can feel it. I just don't enjoy shooting this. If it was a little bit heavier, I don't mind carrying it around, taking one shot at a deer or whatever else I'm hunting, elk, you know, mule deer, whatever. It's a great cartridge. I'm just not a fan of the recoil. You can call me a wimp if you want to, whatever, but it is what it is. So when we get down there and we take a look at the target, you know, if it's not grouped real tight, it's probably me. I hope that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. We'll call it quits there.
All right, back at the shop. Not sure exactly what I did with the target, so a little bit different look. We'll have a screenshot here, but I'll talk about it just the same. The horizontal grouping was not so great. The bag and the setup that I had was really not set up for precision shooting. It was not very good. The vertical grouping was actually pretty good. It's pretty tight there. The left and right, that horizontal is all me. Other than that, the rifle shoots pretty good. I had this rifle sighted in high just because I had it set up for maximum point blank range so that I could just bring it to my shoulder and fire. I think it was probably good, probably in the neighborhood of 250 yards or so, maximum point blank range, maybe on out to 300. I don't really know. I'll have to go back and look at that. But I think that's about what it was. Somewhere between 0 and 300 should be pretty good. That's why it's a little high at 100. But all in all, the rifle shoots well. It's actually easier to shoot standing because you can manage the recoil a little bit better. At least I can. Shooting it from the bench, everything goes right back into my shoulder. While standing, I can, have that recoil absorb through my entire body instead of just my shoulder. But nevertheless, the Ruger American Compact in 308, excellent shooting firearm. Whoever bought this, they got a great deal. I was just needing to get some cash to fund some other projects that you will see in the future. Please like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Have a great day, and God bless the USA.